Okay, let's start it from where we left yesterday. And it's universal law. And this is very interesting the way this is set up. Gratitude operates through a universal law that governs your whole life. According to the law of attraction, which governs all energy in our universe, from the formation of an atom to the movement of the planets, like attracts like. It's because of the law of attraction that the cells of every living creature are held together, as well as the substance of every material object. In your life, the law operates on your thoughts and feelings because they are energy too. And so, whatever you think, whatever you feel, you attract to you. So the author has tried to explain the universal law of attraction, that is like attracts like, and says that it is because of this law that whatever you think, whatever you you think about, you will attract it onto you. So if you're thinking something good about yourself, you will probably attract the good. If you are thinking bad, you will attract bad. Now, she goes on to say, if you think, I don't like my job, or I haven't got enough money, I can't find my perfect partner, I can't pay my bills, think I'm coming down with something. Now, coming down with something would mean that you are getting sick. So you think that you are getting sick. A lot of time this happens that when you think you are getting sick, you actually do fall sick. He or she doesn't appreciate me. So this is about how people think that they are not appreciated by or or someone that they know. So I think I'm coming down. He or she doesn't appreciate me. I don't get along with my peers. This is something that we have seen in a lot of youngsters, and they think that they are not getting along with their parents. And eventually, what happens that the relation between them and their parents can so. What the author is trying to tell here is that if you think that this is going to happen, अगर आप सोचोगे कि ये होगा, तो definitely that will happen, right? My child is a problem, my life is a mess, or my marriage is in trouble. Then you must attract most of these experiences. If you think in a day, if you think more of the troubles that you have, then be grateful for what you have good. You will attract the troubles. You will not attract the blessings. And this is exactly what the author is trying to say. But if you think, now she goes on to say in the next line, but if you think about what you are grateful for, like, I love my job, my family is supportive, I had the best vacation, I feel amazing today, I got the biggest tax refund ever. This is for people who pay the tax. Or I had great weekend camping with my son, and you sincerely feel the gratitude. This is important that you sincerely feel the gratitude. The law of attraction says you must attract more of those things. That is what the law of attraction says. It works the same way as metal being drawn to a magnet. It is a sheer short thing. It means it works the same way as metal is drawn to the magnet. Your gratitude is magnetic, and the more gratitude you have, the more abundance you magnetize. It is the universal law. So the more gratitude you have, the more abundance you will you will attract in your life. She goes on to say, you will have heard saying, whatever goes comes around. Now there is an interesting twist that people don't notice in here. I'll tell you. You reap what you sow. You get what you give. Well, all those things are describing the same law. They're also describing a principle of the universe that the great scientist Sir Isaac Newton discovered. Now, before I go on to the so-called great principle of Isaac Newton, I would like to bring your attention to something very similar and something very close to our heart and life. And that is about the law which replicates the same thing. Whatever goes around comes around. This law. What is this law that we learn with Rhonda in her book? This is nothing more or nothing different than what we have learned in our life called karma. This is the law of karma that Indian mythology, Indian Vedic system tells. What goes around comes around. Now, this could be in a materialistic aspect. This could be described in a way it is materialistic in nature. But eventually, this is what the author wants to say, right? The law of karma, right? Now, what is the law of karma? If you know what is the law of karma actually says, is that uh, the consequences, every action that you do, every action, if you try to learn karma as the Indian karma and into a simpler form, it says every action is equal to a consequence, right? Every action has a consequence, as these consequences will shape your future, right? Now, think about this. Think about this in terms of what she's saying. If you are thankful, every thanks that you give, right, will give a reason for to be thankful for you. So if you thank, you will find a reason in the future for things to be thankful for. And that is the law of karma. And that is what she has tried to explain in here, that whatever goes around comes around. Okay, let's go to the next one. Next is the Newton's scientific discovery. Newton's scientific discoveries include the fundamental laws of motion. He has got three laws that Newton had invented, and this is called the Newton's law of motion. And these laws were the reason I want to emphasize on this is that these laws were invented or so-called brought to the world in the 16th century, right? This was done in the 16th century. Remember this date. Every action always has an opposite and equal reaction. When you apply the idea of gratitude to Newton's law, it says every action of giving thanks always causes an opposite reaction of receiving thanks. And what you receive will always be equal to the amount of gratitude you have given. This means that every action of gratitude sets off a reaction of receiving, and more sincerely, and the more deeply grateful you feel, in order of word, the more gratitude you give. So, what does she say? The more sincerely and more deeply grateful you feel, in other words, inward. So when you actually show your gratitude in your words, the more gratitude you get in life, the more reason to be gratitude or more reason to be thankful. You will get more reasons to be thankful for you will have in your life. Now, a lot of people say that I'm not getting I'm not able to have the manifestation in my life. I am thanking, I'm being grateful, I'm showing my gratitude, but it doesn't actually reflect in my life. That is not because you are showing gratitude. That is probably because you are not showing it the right way. If you expect gratitude to be there, if you expect your gratitude to work because, oh, thank you, God, thank you very much. Oh, God, thank you so much. Oh, this happened. Oh, thank you, this thing. No, it doesn't work. It is very clearly said that you need to give your gratitude in words. It should be deep, it should be meaningful. You should mean it when you feel the gratitude, when you say you're thankful for something. Please feel it in your heart. It is important that you feel it in your heart so that it comes back to you. Not just any thanks will do that thing. Okay. Let's go to the next word, the golden thread of gratitude. And this is where the part gets interesting in here. This is something that I always try to tell people, interesting part of this. Dating back thousands and thousands of years to the earliest recording of humankind, the power of gratitude was preached and practiced, and from there was passed on through the centuries, sweeping across the continents, permeating one civilization and culture to the next. The major religions of Christianity, Islam, Judaism, Buddhism, Sikhism, and Hinduism all have gratitude at their core. So, what she is trying to tell you is that right from the thousands of years of human existence and knowledge, gratitude has been passed on to generations, everyone from every religion, everyone on every religion. It is on for Christianity, Islam, Buddhism, Sikhism, and Hinduism all have gratitude to their core. He goes on to say, Muhammad said that gratitude for abundance, she goes on to say, Muhammad said that gratitude for the abundance you have received is the best insurance that abundance will continue. Buddha said that you have no cause for anything but gratitude and joy. Lao Tzu said that if you rejoice in the way things are, the whole world will belong to you. That means if you are happy the way you are, if you don't have any complaints in what you have, the whole world will belong to you. Krishna said that whatever he is offered, he accepts with joy. A beautiful line that whatever is offered to you, whatever comes in your plate, you should learn to accept that with joy. King David spoke of giving thanks to the whole world for everything between the heavens and earth. Jesus said thank you before he performed each miracle. From the Australian Aborigines are actually the actual people that were in Australia before the whites reached there. To the North African Maasai and Zulu, these are tribes in Africa. They are very old tribes. From the American Navajo, Shawnee, and Cherokee to the Tahitis, Eskimos, and Maori, the practice of gratitude is the very root of most indigenous tradition. When you arise in the morning, give thanks for the morning light, for your life and strength. Give thanks for your food and joy of living. Now, one thing that people read this book and they say, oh, wow, it is so beautifully said. You should thank this, you should thank that, you should thank people, you should thank nature, you should thank joy, you should thank living, you should thank food, you should thank your strength. One thing that we don't know is that where does this come from? But before we go into that, let's see. If you see no reason for giving thanks, the fault lies within yourself. So if you don't see a reason to be thankful for in your life, then that probably means that the fault lies within you. You are not seeing it the way it should be seen. History is laden with famous figures who practice gratitude and whose achievements put them amongst the greatest human beings who have ever lived. Gandhi, Mother Teresa, Martin Luther King Jr., the Dalai Lama, Leonardo da Vinci, Plato, Shakespeare, Aesop, Blake, Emerson, Dickens, Protus, Decatur, Lincoln, Young, Newton, Einstein, and many, many more. So, history is famous with figures who practice gratitude. So, these are the people that she's saying that they practice gratitude and they have achieved a lot in their life. Albert Einstein's story is very, very strange because if you see, Albert Einstein's scientific discoveries changed the way we see the universe. And when asked about his monumental achievements, he spoke only of giving thanks to others. Something very strange. Albert Einstein is considered one of the best brains of the 20th century. And this guy, when somebody asked him, whom do you hold responsible, or what do you think about your achievements? He said, I'm thankful for others. And one of the most brilliant thing that he has said is going to come up. One of the most brilliant minds of all time thanked to the other people over 100 times a day for the work they had done. So he said he has thanked other people over 100 times a day for the work they had done. It is any wonder that so many life's mysteries were revealed to Albert Einstein. So it is no wonder, it is any wonder means that it is actually no wonder that so many life's mystery, because life's mystery means because he was the person who actually found out the best principle of of energy, or the best rule of the universe. And that rule is actually still used in schools. That is the basis of all the calculations that we do in a lot of scientific things. It's a simple formula that says E is equal to mc square. This is the basic formula which states that energy and mass are equivalent, and on that principle. But this formula is used for almost everything that we do in the scientific world today, right? And it goes on to say, uh, it is any wonder that Albert Einstein made some of the greatest scientific discovery in history. He practiced gratitude every single day of his life. Amazing, right? He is considered the best brains of the world. He's considered the top brain of the world. Till now, he is considered the best brain of the world. And it says that he practiced gratitude every single day of his life. And he did that even after knowing that he is one of the best brains in the world. He was still humble, and he did that. And in return, he received so many forms of abundance, and he has returned. He has received abundance in his life because of the humbleness of the thank you that that he used to give. See, our forefathers say that you should be humble. You should be humble. We always were taught to be humble. That is one way of saying be grateful. Say thank you, be grateful. Okay, let's go to the next one. When Isaac Newton was asked how he had achieved the scientific discoveries he made, he said that he stood on the shoulders of giants. Now, the shoulders of giants are his forefathers, right? Not big animals or big people, but forefathers. Isaac Newton, recently voted the greatest contributor to science and humankind, was also grateful to those men and women who lived before him. So he was thanking people who lived before him. Now, if you see in here, there is nothing seems strange. Okay, people are praising others, people are being thankful to their forefathers, people are being thankful to people working with them, but there is a reason. The scientists, philosophers, inventors, discoverers, and prophets who practiced gratitude reaped its result. Reaping results means got its result. And most were aware of its inherent power. Inherent means the pakka power, the sure shot power. Yet still, gratitude's power is unknown to most people today. Now, this is the very thing that people who are famous, people who are big in their life, who are philosophers, who are inventors, who are discoverers, who are prophets, they are aware of the power of gratitude. Yet, people today do not know that because to experience the magic of gratitude in life, you have to practice it, practice it, practice it. So if you want to have gratitude in your life, and you want to have the power to show what it can do in your life, you need to learn to practice gratitude. Now, before I go on to this thing, all these places, there are things that they are saying, be thankful to the nature, be thankful to people, be thankful to your forefathers, be thankful to everyone around. Where does this come from? This basic principle of being thankful to people or being thankful to everything around comes from the Indian Vedic system, right? The Vedic knowledge. Okay. Now, what is the Vedic knowledge? I don't know how many of you would know this, and even after telling, how many of you would actually watch this. The Indian Vedic system tells something about gratitude. Now, according to, if you want to translate gratitude, if you want to translate the real meaning of gratitude, it is not thanks. It is not thanks. It is something called Rin, right? Now it is written, and in Hindi it is written like this: Rin, Karz, Rin. Now, if you see the Indian Vedic system, we have five kinds of Rin. According to the Vedas, there are five kinds of Rin, right? Let me write this in Hindi, in English. So Rin. Okay, the first one is called the Deva Rin, right? It is being grateful to energies. It's being grateful to energies. The second Rin, as per the Vedic, is the Pitru Rin, right? That is Pitru. Pitru. I'm putting this Rin like this because I will not justify it. So it is being grateful to ancestors, our forefathers, right? The third Rin that our Vedic system says is Manushya Rin. Manushya Rin, right? And that is being grateful to fellow humans. To humans, I'm writing these humans here because I don't have the space to write fellow humans. We can do something. Okay. Okay. Now probably I can write it. So grateful to, right? The fourth one is called the Rishi Rin. It is Rishi, Rishi Rin. It is being grateful to the heritage, the knowledge heritage that we have received. So be grateful to knowledge that we have received from our forefathers, the Rishi Rin. And the fifth Rin is called the Bhut Rin, right? It is not about the Bhut Pret, but Bhutrin. And this is being grateful, be grateful to nature around you, right? Now, so beautifully it is in our Vedic system. So beautifully it has been explained in our Vedic, Purans, that you need to have this Rin with you. You need to be thankful to this. You need to be thankful to the Deva Rin, that is being grateful to the energy that surrounds you. Be grateful to the specific nature that carries you. Be conscious where you live and sync with. Be grateful for. 30. Thank you. Pittarin, that is Pitru Rin is being grateful to your ancestors. We owe our existence to those people. They helped us. They brought us into this world. Have the Rin to them. Manushya, being grateful to people who are around you. We interact with them. We receive a lot of emotion from them. We receive kindness from them. We receive support with them. We receive love with them. We received everything that we have. We receive it from them. Then comes the Rishi Rin, being grateful to what our rishis and munis have forwarded to us, given to us. That is the Rishi Rin. And the last one is the Bhutu Rin, that is being grateful or being thankful to the nature around us. This is what is the prime, prime uh, source from where being grateful comes in. It is very unfortunate that this thing it comes to us in a different way from a Westerner who has written a book on this, and we appreciate that book, and we don't get to see this knowledge, the knowledge that is there in our Vedic system. Unfortunately, we don't get to see this, and we are crazy for the fact that somebody has written a book inspired from these things, and we follow it and not to the traditions that we have from our country, from our land. It is something that we need to learn and be grateful about and explore. Okay, so this is the Vedic part of it. Now, if you remember, I was also telling you about the rule that Mr. Isaac Newton discovered in the 16th century, right? This is very famous that Isaac Newton discovered the rule for the law of motion. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. 1,000, you can Google this if you want. 1,000 years before even Newton came into existence, there was a researcher, there was a rishi from India. His name was Kanan or Canada. His name was Canada. And it is difficult to spell Canada in English because it is more of a South Indian word. So Canada, Kanada. I hope that I'm doing justice to his name. And Canada in 6 BCE. Just look at the dates in here. 6 BCE actually gave a rule, states that every action and reaction are equal and opposite. Every action and reaction are equal and opposite. Ah, am I not visible, Neeti? Hello?
No, you aren't.
You also not visible, I thought.
Nobody is on camera. I was just staring at the screen, so I just
Okay.
thought of.
Sorry about that. I just didn't notice it. So every action and reaction are equal and opposite. This rule was given to the world 1,000 years before even Newton was born. It is now being recognized. Okay, now this is something that Indians have already done. But we carry Newton on our head saying that, oh, he's the one who gave us the rule. So everything that is mentioned in Rhonda's book is actually what is there in our Vedic literature. Just that we don't realize it, just that we don't appreciate it because nobody brings it to us or nobody teaches us that. So this is something that I would want you to follow, not because it is Rhonda's book of karma and Rhonda's book of being grateful, but it is our literature, our Vedic heritage that we have. Somebody has just beautified it and presented it to us in its original sense, in its real sense. It is much, much, much more beautiful than in our Vedas, in our Shastras, to be done systematically explained, systematically asked to be explained, you know. So it is something that you need to look into. It is something that you need to understand and put this into your life. It is not being about Rhonda's book of gratitude. It is also being going back to your roots, going back to the person that you are, going back to a pure Indian who knows their Vedas, who follows it. So it is a humble request that if you can do that, whoever listens to this, even in the recording, and if I'm able to put this across to a few people and make them understand how this thing is shaped, I would consider mission accomplished for me. Okay, let's go to my discovery. So we will just finish it off with this. The story is a perfect, so this is a story of the author in here. My story is a perfect example of what life is when a person is ignorant of gratitude and what happens when you make gratitude a part of life. So she goes on to say that she was ignorant and then how she made it a part of her life and how life changed. If I had been asked 6 years ago if I was a grateful person, I would have answered yes, for sure. I'm a grateful person. I say thank you when I receive a gift, when someone opens a door for me, or when a person does something for me. Now, this is what I was trying to tell you about being too materialistic in saying thank you. Just because you have it in your system, don't say thank you. Or somebody comes, thank you. Somebody gives you a glass of water, thank you. Wait, feel that in your heart. Be thankful. Whatever it is, be thankful to it. Hold on, be thankful to it. I will come back to this thing once again. The truth is, I was not grateful person at all. I didn't know what being grateful really meant, and just saying the words thank you on the odd occasion certainly didn't make me a grateful person. So you are not a grateful person if you know how to say thank you. No, you are not. If you think that you will say thank you and you will be able to, reap the harvest of being grateful, no, you will not be. Being grateful, being able to say thank you to somebody doesn't make you a grateful person. It just makes you good in communication. It doesn't make you a grateful person. My life without gratitude was pretty challenging. I was in debt and it was increasing a little bit every month. I worked really hard, but my finances never improved. In trying to keep up with the mounting debt and obligations, I was living with a continuous undercurrent of stress. My relationship swung like a pendulum from fair to disastrous because I never seemed to have enough time for each person. So she goes on to say that she was in a bad position. She was financially in a bad position because she had a lot of debt coming up. She had probably EMIs coming up. I don't know if she's talking about EMI. Okay. A little bit every more month. I'm sure she's talking about EMIs. We all live in EMIs. So EMIs coming up. That reminds me, I have an EMI coming up. Okay. So it is fair to say that we all live in the same life. She was an author, she was somebody who had the same life that probably you and me have right now. While I was what about would be termed healthy. So she thought she was healthy. I felt exhausted at the end of each day. This is something that we feel. And I always got my fair share of colds and latest illness. So colds and latest illnesses, Zukhamana, Khasiana, all this illness. She's saying that I always got my fair share of cold and latest illness, latest things that you have. I had going around each season. I had moments of happiness and I went out with friends or when I went out on vacation, but the reality of having to work harder to pay for those pleasures would sweep over me. So, see, this also tells that she was living a life, she was getting her happiness, she was able to go on vacation, but even then, she was not concentrating and thanking the moment that she was in, but rather thinking the fact that when I have to go back, I'll have to pay for this. When I go back, I'll have to do this. When I go back, I'll have to pay for my pending bills. So she was neither living in the moment that she was, nor she was able to think about her future. So na idhar ke, na udhar ke ka, perfect example. I wasn't living, I was surviving. This is something that we are doing every day now. We are not living, we are surviving from day to day and from paycheck to paycheck. Paycheck to paycheck to paycheck means from one salary to another salary. And I would no sooner solve one life problem than other problems would appear. So true in our life that एक प्रॉब्लम खत्म नहीं होती है दूसरी आ जाती है. So you don't solve one problem in life, the other problem is already waiting for you, right? So this is what she had, and by the looks of it, looks like, it's a story of everybody's life, at least my life and everyone else's life that I know, till the time I was able to correct it. But then something happened that would change everything in my life from that day forward. I discovered a secret about life, and as a result of my discovery, one of the things I began to do was practice gratitude each day. So it is not that she wrote the book and she got the money and then she started practicing. अपनी परेशानियों में अपने 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 in the situations that she was, she found out a way to thank for every day. She found out a way to thank for her existence and everything good that she could see. Okay. As a result of this, everything in my life changed, and the more I practiced gratitude, the more miraculous were the result. My life truly became magical. Now, this is something that we need to do. I understand that we live in a world which is very competitive in nature. Today's world, it is the easiest to blame somebody. It is the easiest to blame an object. It is easiest to blame a situation. It is easiest to blame a person. We live in a world where we can, blame people very easily. But if you are able to rise above that game of blame and say that, fine, thank you for whatever it is, thank you for it, that will change the way things come to you. Right. For the first time in my life, I became debt free, and shortly after that, I had all money I needed to do whatever I wanted. Problems in my relationship, work, and health disappeared, and instead of facing daily obstacles, my days filled with one good thing after another. My health and energy increased dramatically, and I felt better than I had in my 20s. My relationships became much more meaningful, and I enjoyed more good times with my family and friends in just a few months that in all previous years. So when she's saying this, she's not saying, "Oh, I started thanking today and from tomorrow the day was good." No, it was not. She's very clearly mentioning months after months of practice in just a few months. Now, this few months could be about 6 months as well. It could be 4 months as well. But whatever time duration it is there is no shortcut to life. There is nothing that happens instantly. We live in a world that has become instant gratification, instant food, instant responses. You post something on WhatsApp, instant people liking it, instant hearts on it, instant calls. There was a time that you had to see somebody, you have to wait for months to see that person. Now we live in a world which is instant in all its format. So when it becomes instant, gratification becomes instant, we expect things to have instantly. But the fact of life is that it doesn't. It doesn't. Nothing actually works instant. If I train a lot of students who are young, they're 15 years, 16 years, 17 years. One thing that they don't have in their life is they don't have the patience to fight. They don't have the courage to fight. They want everything to happen in instants. You will hear 15-year-olds, Gen Zs telling, I can't do this. Bas ho gaya, mere se nahi hota. What have you done? Nothing. I could not send a mail. I've been trying to send a mail and it's not going through. Sending a mail, he is not able to send a mail and he's frustrated about it. So we live in a world which is instant world. Everything in our world happens instant. World has become a smaller place, that's it, because everything is connected so much that is instant. But in life, nothing comes instant. Nothing. So if you want your manifestation to work, you have to understand that it has a cycle of its own. You are not trying to post a WhatsApp image. You're not trying to post a WhatsApp status. You are trying to turn around your life. And when you want your life to be turned around, there is no switch to it. You cannot do that. One more thing, people say that manifestation, I have tried, it doesn't work. My question is, how prepared are you for the manifestation? Do you really want manifestation to work? Okay, not trying to be offensive to anybody, but I have a question. You are in this class. You want something to happen. You want to know manifestation. You probably want to understand what this guy is talking about manifestation, what he's trying to tell about manifestation. But are you prepared? No. No, you're not. How do you prepare? You are not prepared. You are not ready to accept that change in your life. How will it come to you if you are not prepared? You just cannot. When you get married, do you go in your shorts to get married? No. You prepare yourself and you go there. Do you marry a girl or a boy by looking at the picture? No, you meet the person and marry. So when you prepare for everything in life, when you come down to this session, you are not prepared. Now, when I say prepared, I want people to be ready for the session. I would appreciate if people come on camera. It makes you connected to the fact we already live in a in disconnected world. We already don't have much people in this, so I don't want much people, but I want whoever is appearing for this session, come face to face. Put yourself, tell your consciousness that I am prepared, I desperately want it. Get up, get ready, come to the camera, have a smile. You are receiving something good, you are receiving knowledge, you are receiving somebody's experience in life that can change your life. But how ready are you? You are not ready. So if you think that, oh, I was in Steve's class, I was in the Kalpaviksha class for the entire session and nothing worked for me, I did not get any manifestation. So my dear friend, you were not there. You are not there. If you are there, if you are there to receive something, you should be ready to receive that. If you are just present there, हाँ मिल गया तो मिल गया, नहीं तो राम भरोसे. No, it will not work. If you want good things to come to you, show that you are worth it. If you're not worthy of it, you will not get things. If you want things to come to you, please get up, take a shower, get ready, and come down, sit down, prepare for it, make a point. We have workbooks. I think Niti is going to share workbooks today. We have workbooks, we have books that, we can show it to you. We can help you practice it. We are not putting any boundaries for what we are going to get. Trust me, this effort, we are not putting any boundaries. Whatever comes, we will accept it. Whatever comes. Today, when we started the class, I think it was just me and Niti in the session. And I still started the class because I want to do it. I'm not waiting for things to come. I'm not waiting for students to come. And then, I do this. No, it was something that we decided we are going to give the universe back. We decided we will do this. Let's do this to the universe. Let's give this to the people around us. It is you who needs to be ready. When you are ready, things will come to you. So please get up. If I'm talking to you something, if I'm telling you something, probably a lot of people, I have seen a lot of people would, lie down in bed. A lot of people are sitting there in the bed. A lot of people are doing the other work and listening to you. I understand life is busy. I understand life has got stress. But if you want something to happen, you need to take out the time for it. Trust me, we are taking our time for it. We are busy as well. She's busy, I'm busy. Everyone, I'm sure Rekha is busy as well. So everybody is busy. But then the way you portray yourself is how you get it. You can't expect miracles to come if you're sleeping in bed. No, it will not come. It will not come. You can't expect things to happen in your life if you're not ready for it. No. Why don't we give our children mobile phones when we are young? When they are young, why don't we give them mobile phones? We don't give them mobile phones because we know they are not ready for it. We are children. We love our children. We will everything that we are doing in our life is for them to survive. You are working for them to survive. So, but when they ask you for something good, we don't give it to them. Why? Because we know they are not ready. And so does the universe. It will give you when you're ready for it. And being ready for it, not telling, oh, I'm ready. मैं आ गया बैठ गया मैं क्लास में सुन रहा हूँ. खाना बनाना है क्लास में सुन रहा okay I understand you have to cook food it is probably the time that you have to make time for yourself and you have to do things I understand but you need to take out time as you take out for everything else just 1 hour so please prepare yourself for this good things come to people who are ready for to receive it miracles come to life when you're ready to receive it gratification, gratitude, everything comes to life when you're ready to accept it. Not because that Steve is reading a book and, I'm going to listen to that. No, it comes when you're ready for it. So please try to be prepared for it. It will come to your life. Be prepared for it. Prepare yourself, make yourself eligible. Right? We say eligible bachelors, make yourself eligible. Make yourself eligible to good things, for good things to flow to you. It will flow to you. Thank you very much. And I think Niti will take down from here because we have condensed everything into chapter wise, day wise, so that if you don't have to go through the entire book, read the entire book again, but but to later. Niti, can I just give it a show of it, a glimpse of it? Is it okay? Yeah. So we have something that I want you to. Where is it? Oh, this one. So this is something that we have prepared, and this is the day one. Everything that we have done in day one, we have condensed it into the shortest possible way and the best possible way. Uh, I will need we will not share this in the group. We will put probably in the group, but we would want it to this is your this is the way that things are coming to you. So you need to be eligible to take this page from us. It is free of cost, but you need to be eligible. So people who are in the group who are coming to the sessions, we would love to share with them. So we'll probably put one or two into the group as well. But people who coming to us, we want to give it to them. I don't know, it's Niti's call. Niti, if you want to put this into the group, you can do that if you want to do this. So we prepared for 2 days right now. We are also doing it as we are going. We're trying to condense, entire information that we are reading and trying to put them in the shortest possible way so that you don't have to go through everything in the book. This is everything that we have done till date and we have tried to make it in the shortest way and do that. Niti has a list of um, workbooks, right? Workbooks, right? That is there, and we'll put in the group. Please send us your email ID, and we will share it directly to your email ID. Whoever is listening to me, please DM us your email ID, and we will send this to you. You can keep this as a reference. You don't have to go through the entire book. You can keep this as a reference, and if you just read it, you will get the gist of everything that is there in the book. Right? Okay, so thank you very much. Anybody has a question? Ganga, please send it to us on WhatsApp. We will not be able to keep this. Please, guys, send it to us on WhatsApp. Send it to Niti or send it to me on the WhatsApp group because as the moment this meeting ends, we will not have an access to this data. So we would want it to be on WhatsApp. Send it to us, and we will send this to you. I hope the session was informative. I hope that you learned something new. I hope that this makes a difference in your life. It does. And the reason I had to say this the way I explained is because I want you to be prepared for what is coming your way. Change is coming your way, but you need to be prepared for it. You need to be good for it. You need to be ready for it. The bus will come, but you have to be at the bus stop, right? So waiting for bus at home will not take you to the destination. The bus will come. You have to be at the bus stand. It's going to say stand. You have to be at the bus stop. So please use this to improve yourself and to get ready for the next thing. Bring the magic into your life. You can do this when you're ready for it. So this is going to be the next thing that we are going to read and bring the magic to your life. I love the picture. I love the way this pictures are selected for this book, you know. So this describes everything. If you look at the picture, it actually it shows you book, food, everything that you have in your life. And then it goes on to show that, you know, these are sparkles that sparkles are bringing into your life. So this is my understanding of the picture. I think the author has tried to say that, you know, bring that sparkle into every aspect of your life. Let it be, you know, your profession, your reading, your learning, your eating, your food, your living, everything. So I love the picture that that is chosen for in here. But yes, we will bring the magic into your life. We will bring the magic into our life. As we grow further, we will definitely get to know each other better. And trust me, this is going to bring the real magic into each one of our lives. So we will also get, it's not that we will not get, we will also have the repercussions. We will also have the remuneration that the universe will give to us. And many times it has, but we will get more. And that is what we are going. Thank you very much, guys. Do you have anything to add, Niti? Do you want to add anything?
That's it. Nothing.
That's it, right? All right. So thank you very much, guys. Please send us message for your email ID. Please do send us. We will share it as a Google Drive. On the Google Drive, we will share it, and you can use it. So as of now, it is just the compressed form of it. As going further, we will add on to it more exercise books, you know, that you can do on a daily basis. You can take a printout every time. You can save it. You can make it into a pamphlet or, you know, book. You can use it as well. Thank you very much, and I wish you all a great day ahead. Please take care of yourself, stay positive, stay happy. You can't change the situation, but you can definitely change the way how you respond to a situation. And that can change the future. The present cannot be changed. The only thing that you can do in the present is you can get ready, you can respond to it in a positive manner. So the present will be okay, but the future will definitely change. And the reason why the present is called the present and not anything else is because that is the best gift. Present is the gift, that is the best gift you can have in your life. So your present is the best gift. You can use it in the way you want to change the future, right? Thank you very much. God bless you all. Bye.